Good morning. Good morning. I think someone's already in the room. Let me know if you can hear me. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Oops. Trying to get this going. Using a different stand. Trying to get this camera. Hey, Liliana, good to see you. Okay, I'm going to go back to my old trusty camera stand. This one's not wanting to work. How are you doing this morning? Hopefully you can hear me okay. I'm going to do some quick earrings this morning. Okay. Let's just go back to my old camera stand. About the same. I'm tired, but I'm good. I'm refreshed, resolved, you know, all those things. Refreshed and resolved, right? Fresh and resolved. Okay. We'll just use this one here, this camera stand here. Still wish I had better light in this particular room, but here we are. 1 second. Let's get it stuff to wipe stuff down real quick. Welcome in, everyone. If you are entering the room for the first time, we're going to do some polymer clay earrings. If that's not your cup of tea, that's okay. You're welcome to stay. Okay, so just getting that other phone ready. Wiping some things down before I get started. So we're doing a Peridot, I don't think I'm saying it right. Green is the request that was given. I am going to use some translucent clay in this, which is a little bit less malleable than some of the other clay. So whatever works best for you. Let's see. Hold on. Thank you. I appreciate it. So this is the closest green, the Peridot green. This is the closest green that I personally have that will work for what I want to do. So it will be this green that we'll use and some translucent clay. So this clay isn't as bad, but you'll see in a minute why I got the pasta roller, aka the clay roller, out, because it feels malleable, but sometimes it can come out a little bit crumbly. So let me just get all this ready. Translucent. Wow, yeah, it comes out really pretty. I'm trying to see if I have any translucent ones. I actually like when I use the translucent. It actually makes for a really pretty color. I don't know if I'll add any other colors to this one because you know, a single color isn't necessarily my favorite thing to do, but you know, if I'm taking requests from people, then of course, you know, I'm gonna support what the person wanted. So yeah, so you know, I am gonna throw in some translucent, but again, it's not necessarily my favorite to just do a single color. And the cats are being very needy this morning. So thank you for, hey, Legendary, good morning. So I'm probably going to make a bigger block of this translucent than I think I'll need, because I just in case I need to add more. Yeah, interestingly enough, this translucent is actually really malleable this morning. Because usually it's not this together, like it doesn't want to like stick together, but who knows. Oh, thank you for the hearts. Hi, user. Again, welcome in. This is a good vibe place here, so stick with the vibe. You're welcome to stay. And then, good morning, Cheryl. Good to see you. We're going to do some clay. I feel like this thing is out of focus a little bit. Okay. Just kind of moving this in my hand a little bit just to get it a little warm before I try to put it through. Hi, Timmy. Good to see you. I was able to catch some of your live this morning. Yeah, Cheryl, I hope I can get that close to what that thumbnail looks like. So yeah, so this particular clay is for Real Journal Talk with V. She's a wonderful creator. And I initially met her through the GLP-1, weight loss community, but she does a lot of other things on her channel. Hi, Jody. Let's see. I'm getting a question. Much love, sister. What's your advice to the world? Be good to each other. Yeah, there's no reason that we need to live in strife, chaos, and all the things. But that would be my simple advice. She does journaling. Yeah, it's really wonderful journaling that she does. And at one point, she even had a budget channel. I've gone back and watched some of her budget stuff. It's really good. I've encouraged her to, well, she may not rely on it anymore, but yeah, she does have that budget content still up. So it's pretty nice stuff. Okay, so just cleaning stuff off that I think I'm going to use. So yeah, so this translucent, magically enough, is not as crumbly. There's some crumble happening, so you can kind of see the edges kind of get crumbling. So I'm just going to run this through a few times. Like I said, it's actually doing really well. So I'm trying to decide if I should blend. Because when I looked up how to do this particular green, I think it did say blending. I don't know if I want to, I may blend some with that green and then leave some translucent. Yeah. So I hope everyone's doing well this morning. I hope people have a wonderful Saturday planned ahead. I'm actually going live again at 11:30 Central, 12:30 Eastern with the behind the scenes crew. We're doing the match game with our spouses to ring in Valentine's Day. So if you ever wanted to meet my spouse, he will be on with me on my channel at 12:30 Eastern. There is a notification if you want to go ahead and hit the notification button, or there is a post if you want to hit the. But Harjareen, the Bossway, will be there with her husband. Hermione at Stealth Health India will be there with her husband, and Joe will host the match game. So right now I'm just conditioning the clay, getting it softer, getting it more pliable. It just helps with when you bake it. Like I said, I may here in a second blend some of the green with this. And then also keep some pieces translucent. So I think that's a good spot for that one. And so I'm going to do just part of the green. Hey, DeBossway. I'm just getting in a quick little live because this is for Real Journal Talk with V. How much do she wants stud earrings? I don't know that I need a lot of clay, but this is a good color I can mix with other things, so I might. This is the green I'm using. Hopefully I can see that. I'm going to run this through. This Just making sure I can see the whole chat. But hopefully everyone is doing very well and is very blessed this morning. Just checking some things. Okay. Focus, focus, focus. Hopefully y'all can see the color. I feel like it's really, I mean, is the color bright enough? Because on my one phone, it doesn't, but it could be my phone. Oh, that looks clear. It's good to see you on the YouTube streets, Hardreen. I'm going to take your lead and do a little break too. So it's good to see you this morning. Yeah, that may, it may not be a bad thing to do that like once a month, to be perfectly honest with you. And it doesn't always have to be a week. But it's kind of like, there may be a reality that I kind of just take back my weekday, like release vlogs during the week and maybe just do lives on the weekend. But I know y'all love y'all's chicken content. So that's always the, hey, Amy. The driver on me. Yeah, chicken content is always a driver, me going live multiple times a week. But it's not to say I can't. And I know there's a lot of creators chicken community creators that just live stream their chickens. And I could do that. I just got to think that through. Because there's a couple reasons why I don't know that I'm able to do that. I would have to at least turn the monetization off, which isn't a big deal. If I were to live stream during the work week. Yeah, I'm hoping it makes, she was wanting the Peridot green, which is, it's kind of more of a jeweled color. Like, if you see in the, like, it's like that really pretty gemstone, there is kind of a shimmer in here. And I'm going to use some of the translucent. I'm going to put a little bit of the this isn't as thick as I would like it, but like I said, she's just requesting stud earrings, so I don't need as much. I'm trying to be better at not going crazy with my clay and just using just like, if it's a small order, not have like 20 pieces. Because I think I have like, I'm pretty confident I have like 12 pieces of Evelyn's creation or collection that I need to figure out, get homes to. You're up for a bladder break. Well, thank you for stepping in. But definitely, if you need to get your beauty sleep and everything, don't feel obligated. But thank you for stepping in. Okay, so I'm just getting this. Yeah, this is like really thin for some reason. I'm going to still a little bit of translucent and kind of blend this translucent in. So let's see what happens when this. And this is anything you see me do that I'm calling a blending technique. Do not, like, if you do not try this at home, I'm not a professional. See, 6:45 here, having your coffee, going to attempt making bread. Oh, nice. What kind of bread are you going to make? I used to have a bread machine. I used to love just for the smell alone. Hey, Traveling T, good to see you. Good morning. How are you doing this morning? Hi, Lindsay. Good to see you. Just doing some polymer clay earrings. Again, I'm just trying to, there's still a little bit of this translucent in here, so I'm just kind of blend this. So I'd started doing polymer clay, I think in about June, right before I started my GLP-1 journey. Definitely learning a lot of good tips along the way due to those who have been subscribed to my channel or just people visiting. Yeah, so this will be kind of a pretty quick live because this isn't gonna, like I said, I didn't use a lot of pieces here. It's like really shimmery. Okay. I think this is as well blended as it's going to get. I'm going to probably cut this up anyway. There's an air pocket, so let me kill that air pocket real quick. Y'all heard it. Because you don't want the air pocket, because when you go to bake it, it'll find that air pocket. Okay, so I'm going to leave this alone for a little bit. Do a little bit more translucent. Condition it one more time. And I think just going to do some small pieces of translucent within here just to give it that jeweled look. Just running paper towels through this. Again, thank you for those who are joining and those who watch the replay. I appreciate it. Let's see. And always feel free, if you do polymer clay, always feel free to leave tips in the comments because I like feedback. Constructive feedback, I should say. Okay. Okay, so I think I'm as done as I'm going to be with the pasta / polymer clay roller. So I'm going to move that. All that I just put it back in the box. I'm trying to be better about putting stuff away. Okay, so I need to get rid of some of this bronze that's left over. I don't want this mixed with anything just yet. Okay. Hi, Linda. Good morning. Good to see you. Just a reminder, and Hardrine, if you want to place some details, but hopefully you've been to myself, Joe, Hermione, it's Self Health India, Joe, it's Joe Slim Down Journey. But we are doing a behind the scenes Valentine's Day special. The husbands of myself, DeBossway and Hermione, will be joining us for the match game hosted by Joe. And that's going to be at 12:30 Eastern time. And we do hope to see y'all there. It should be lots of fun. Okay, so I'm just going to roll this. I am going to mix it with some plain translucent, just so that it can kind of create some, it can create dynamic to it. And we all, on each of our channels, we have posted something. So, just find a human and hit the notification button. I know we kind of, when it comes to the GLP community, I know when we stream on all 4 channels, we kind of split the GLP-1 community a little bit, but y'all are very good about showing support to all of us, and we are very appreciative of that. So I don't think I want as much translucent showing up, so I'm going to cut this kind of, it's a little bit less than half. So we're just going to see how it does. Let's see. Oh my goodness, Ghost Pet Shop. Thank you for coming in. Everybody connect with Ghost Pet. New friend. Definitely connect. Is it, I used to know how to say, Takatsa? Takoya? I don't think I'm saying it right. Hi, Amelia. I'm trying to do the place in Texas called Mahia, so I'm trying to do the XIA correctly. Even though I don't think Texans say words correctly, so I shouldn't rely on a Texan pronunciation to say other things. Yeah, but make sure y'all are connecting. So Ghost Pet Shop is one of the creators, a gamer. So it's a community I'm getting into, and I'm loving every minute of it. They're very supportive over there. They're very much about connecting and supporting each other. Okay, so we're gonna blend that. I am gonna put some clear clay down to help it. Even though I don't think it needs the binding. I'm kind of deciding. Let me see what shimmer I kind of have. I don't want. That's like a rose gold. I don't want that. This is kind of a bronze. I don't think bronze is right. May just end up doing the clear. Let's see what this color is. Yeah, Ghost Pet. Yeah, that's something that a couple of us have started doing. Just kind of. I know I'm a fan of joining all sorts of communities, whether it's based on my interests or based on the creator. I just think meeting new people is exciting. Okay, we're going to try to find Peridot. Well, Amy, I see your thing. Chai or shy isn't the X pronounced. Well, it depends on what part of the world you're in. Good me, as like I said, there's a city, and it also depends on where the leading vowel is out too. Because like in Texas, there's a city called Mexia, which is Mexia, and it's almost like a H sound. Oh, big three, my heart. Good morning, or actually, it's probably good afternoon for you, or is it evening already for you? I always forget how many hours ahead you are. But I feel like you're into the next day. Okay, so let me show you at least the jewel of Peridot green. So that's kind of the jewel tone of Peridot. Again, it's not the perfect color. So, I mean, I could get away with putting a little bit of bronze. I think I'm going to do gold. I think I'd be safer putting a little bit of gold in there. So I think I'm going to do a little bit of this liquid gold clay here, just to kind of give it a quick shimmer. 11 p.m. Okay. Okay, that helps. So unless you're up, Big Three, the Bossway, My, and Self Help India, our husbands, we're going to do a Valentine's Day special it's going to be 12:30 Eastern time. But so we're going to do a Valentine's Day match game special. So if you have ever wanted to meet our husbands, stay tuned is what I would say. Or just watch the replay. So either way. Okay, so just mixing these up, getting it blended. I may have actually even put more translucent than I want to use, but I will say this, Big Three, you're one of the consistent parties that catch my polymer clay lives just due to the time I usually do it. So I think that's pretty awesome. I like my polymer clay audience. Y'all are very chill, relaxed. It's fun. Is my husband excited? My husband is, I don't know. I think in a way he is. But then he knows there's going to be questions asked. So I think he gets he gets very guy about questions. Short answer, I don't know. You may get a lot of that. So, but I in a weird way, I think he is excited. DeBossway, how about your husband? What's the level of excitement in y'all's household? Yeah, I think this is more translucent than I want. So I'm going to grab some. He's thinking about blackmailing me for $20. That's hilarious. He seems good at it yeah, I mean, my husband's a natural talker and people person. He's an extreme introvert, but he's good at talking to people. He could sell you your own car back to you double the price. Is the type of person he is. So he's very good at the gift of gab. But, he'd rather, be an introvert. And he's smart. He's very smart. And he knows how to, in better terms, he knows how to handle my ridiculousness. So, good match. Mental Health Raccoon and Chris, good to see y'all. Oh yeah, everything he's ever sold. Like when we moved to the East Coast, we had a boat and he had a Dodge, diesel Dodge Ram. I don't, there's probably better terms to describe a diesel Dodge Ram than what I'm using. But he, both of the, the joke about boats is what is it? It's like the two best days of someone who has a boat, the day they buy the boat and the day they sell the boat. Because it's just it's a cost sinking asset. But he bought the boat cheap, sold it a couple of $1,000s more than what he bought it for. And then the same with his the same with the truck. He sold that for more than what he got it for. Or bought it for him. He's good at selling things. Hey Krishna, good to see you. Good morning. Okay, I still feel like there's more. I'm just gonna go with it. Here. I don't love the amount of translucent that's out there. And I feel like the green is dulling a bit. I think I just gotta trust the process. Because I don't want to add any yellow or anything to it. Mental, I feel like I'm making you go through hey Jay, good to see you. A lot of new people, new connections that I've made. And so Jay is another different music has different music on his channel, stuff like that. On their channel. So yeah, so really good connections. Okay, so let's try this again. I'm gonna go. Let's go long ways again. That's a little bit better. I like that. Again, I didn't make a lot because I'm trying to be more mindful about how much earrings I have left over, because there's only so many earrings a person can have around the house. And like I said, I'll show y'all some of the ones. I need to set up, the Boss Way is supposed to help me set up the YouTube store that I can start putting some of these in. So that people can buy them. Because speaking of husbands, my husband's very cool about me doing this, but he's kind of like, I don't know that we need 1,000 earrings around the house. I barely wear earrings. Hey J3, good to see you. Just doing a quick polymer clay live before our Valentine's Day special at 12:30. I'm going to continue to talk about this because I think it's going to be a fun little live that we're going to do at 12:30 Eastern time. The behind the scene ladies, three of us are married. So the three of us that are married, our husbands will be on, and Joe at Joe's Sleep and Slim Down Journey will be host of the match game. So it will be a fun time had by all. So, hope everyone's doing well this morning. Those of you who are ahead time zone wise, I hope y'all had a good Saturday going into your Sunday. And for those of us just waking up to our Saturdays, I hope you have a beautiful day ahead. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to be perfectly honest with y'all. I don't. Okay. I have my opinion. What do y'all think? Do we need to add some shimmer to this? Too early in the morning for that. Do I need to add either? No, I don't want silver. I have gold flakes. I have bronze flakes. Okay, Mia's saying beautiful. What do we think? Out of school kind of threw me off. I kept thinking it was Saturday. So what are we thinking here? We want bronze flakes. Okay, so let's see. Mia says bronze flakes. Jay says it's pretty. Okay, well, we'll go with it. I mean, there is a little bit of gold shimmering in there. Sometimes I just got to trust the process, right? Okay, it's good. Make it pop with a bit of bronze. Okay. I will be very... Well, hold on. Let's go back to the picture. Because I think it's more gold than bronze, to be perfectly honest with you. Like the little... Okay. I need to learn how to use a phone one of these days. Okay. So that's the birthstone it is. And I feel like y'all don't... I feel like that's more of a gold behind there than bronze. So let's put a little bit of gold. I mean, there's almost a little bit of yellow, but I don't want to put yellow in here. I think yellow would be too much. I'll put a little bit of gold, just like a tad bit of gold. It is gold. Okay, so I'm gonna put a tad bit of gold in there. Not a lot. The cat is really mad at me right now because I'm not paying attention to said kitten. And I won't let him jump on the table. Okay, I feel like more gold is applying to my fingers than... Okay, so I think that is it for... And I'm not leaving. I'm going to cut it up again and flatten it. I'm not leaving it like this. Okay. There we go. Roll this up. Yeah, I think I like this a little bit more. Yeah, like I think I'm just weird. I know one of these days I need to like be okay with solid colors, but today is not that day. Okay. I'll live in the world that it is her birthstone, but I'm not 100%. I just go with what people request. Okay, let's get this party started. I think I'm going to go long ways again. Yeah, I like that. Just leave it like that. It'll flatten out. And then I'll roll this out and then let y'all see it. So has anyone been watching the Winter Olympics? What do y'all think so far? What's the current, I don't even know what the current tally of medals are right now. Probably need to catch up on a few things this week. We usually have a tendency to leave it running in the background in the house, but we haven't done that this week. Wrinkle is causing problems. My insulin pump is talking to me, so I'm going to check that in a pump. The way that wrecked on downhill, such a sad story. The ice dancing winners were a good watch. Got it. Yeah, I need to catch up. Okay, how do we like it? Yay, nay. Give me some floating hearts. Or sad faces. If we don't like it. I don't even know if there's a sad face. Cool. Love that color. Okay, thank y'all. Okay, so let's get to making some shapes. She didn't say which stud, so she's going to leave it to my discretion. I think I'm going to do some forgiving shapes. Shapes that don't create a lot of chaos in the cutting. So the saran wrap just helps. It helps create a beveled look, and I learned that from someone who was watching one morning. Hi, Marie. Good to see you. Oop, the chickens are waking up. Just got an alert. So good timing, because I'm just going to cut these out. I never really do the baking on here. I don't make y'all sit through 15 minutes or 30 minutes really of baking. So once these are cut, we'll call it. Let's see what shapes we have to make. She said studs. Okay, what do we got? What do we got? What do we got? So this is always a forgiving one, this shape here. So we'll do that one. I'm kind of loving this little clover. I don't know why. I may be the only person that likes it, but we'll do that one. And then I feel like we have two different versions of a club. Because I do. Interesting. Okay. I'll wait on that. And I actually like this little square. I'll do this one too. So we're going to do a square, club, and I might get a fourth one out of it. So these are the shapes that I'm going to do. Oh, and thank you for that. I'm just realizing I've gotten some jewels, but I don't know how to see. Wait, I know actually how to see it. Hold on. Oh, maybe not. So thank you for the jewels who did that. I really want to be able to see it, but YouTube is not very, there's not very good about. But thank y'all for the jewels. Make sure that I'll do a post. I need to get better about doing a post when people give jewels. I like the jewels. It's probably my favorite. I like the jewels better than the supers and all that stuff. I'm thankful for all, but I like the jewels. Yeah, we can make more. I may make some big ones. Okay. Let's see, we want to do one more stud. Let's see. I don't know that I like that shape. Let me see. What else do I got? What else do I got? I'm just looking for something I want to use. Let's see if I can I get 2 out of here of this one? Yes, I can. Yes, we can. Si se puede. Okay. That one. Move this around a little bit. It's maybe the fastest one I've ever done. I'm getting more efficient. That's kind of exciting. Just making sure. Sorry, it was out of focus for y'all. Just making sure I'm not on a line. Okie dokie. Okay, so take this off. Sorry for those who don't like those little dot things. Okay, so let's peel away. Oop. Got some more better cutting I need to do on some. I can always clean up when it's not breaking away perfectly. I can clean it up. So not the end of the world. Trim off those edges a little bit. And probably have enough to make some medium-sized ones. And I'll let this kind of sit before I break those apart. What do y'all think? Did we get the color? And I apologize if I, let's see. Oh, you're a rock hound. Cool rocks, no jewels. Oh, but I love rocks. So this is why, so you'll appreciate why I like multiple colors is because I love rock formations and stuff, and so it's really pretty. So that's why I tend to like the multiple colors and everything. So yeah. So these are really pretty. And then I can maybe, I think I can get 2 more medium-sized ones out of what's left over. And then I'm going to call that, call it a call. I say that at work a lot, calling it a call. I'm carrying parchment paper if you hear a rustling. Yeah, any extras, I'll, once I get set up with this Amazon store thing, I'll put it in there. So does YouTube make commission off of the Amazon store too? Curious about that. Or does all that go to you? Oh my God, I've always wanted to go to the desert. Yeah, that would be cool to do the opal, honey. Yeah, the plastic wrap, saran wrap stuff helps set that bevel edge. So let's see, I study a specific gravity for prospecting here with the people. Oh, I love this, Jay. Like, your channel's going to become my new obsession. So, you know, I apologize now if I'm a little too obsessed. Okay, so I'm just going to cut 2 out of here. I think this will fit. Yeah, this will be good. And then I'll chit chat with you for a bit. I did not do the bevel edge. It's okay. I wonder if I could still do it. I probably can't. I'm going to leave well enough alone. Sometimes you just got to move forward, even if it wasn't your intent. There we go. So there's those 2. Oh, that's pretty. Yeah, I'm glad we went with the gold. So here we are. Let me go ahead and do a finishing look. I really don't want to mess with that yet, so I'm just going to leave those in there. But basically, this makes 2 separate earrings, which is kind of cool. So there's these. And then those. So yeah. So the reason this set comes like this, because these could either become dangly, where the smaller one will dangle with the larger and connect. But in this case, I'm just going to leave the smaller ones as studs, and then leave, you know, the bigger outside piece as a separate earring. So yeah. So that's that. Let me go ahead and get on. CD Death. Oh my goodness. It is so good to see you this morning. So let's see. My friend came over the other day, got a couple of pairs of my earrings. She was fascinated. She is welcome to order some, Hardrine. Or is that you telling me you need more earrings? So I don't know what's in the background of my... There's Echo, who's really upset with me. So upset that he's sitting in a drawer when he knows he could have sat behind my chair. Oh, crash. So, what is the hour? Let's see. 6:26. So I need to feed the chickens. Yeah, I'm doing yellow just because I know my dear spouse is not going to dress up for the behind. So behind the scenes, we're doing a special Valentine's Day episode. DeBossway, who's in the chat, myself, Himani at Stealth Health India, all of our husbands. This will be the first time that many of you will be meeting our husbands. But we're doing a match game to celebrate Valentine's Day at 12:30 Eastern. So if you're available, if you want to see these wonderful creators that you've come to know and love, completely embarrassed by our husbands, then be there. So yeah. So it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a fun time. But that's 12:30 Eastern, and all 4 of us will be streaming on our channel. So just find a channel and join in. Lurking for a few. Yeah, CD, I'm about to wrap up here in a second because I got to feed the chickens. But I appreciate you stepping in, and I know whoever, I think all of y'all, CD Death is another gamer, amazing gamer. So I do have a question for some of you gamers in the room. So Liliana, NF Humilde, she and I was talking about doing because we do a thing called behind the scenes. Myself, Hardraine, Joe, and Himani, which is, it started out as part of our health journey, but we now have expanded it to just the different communities that we're in. And we really want to do something for kind of to celebrate the gamers and, get their channels out there and, so, make sure they're supported. So if that's something you're interested in, I'll reach out. I'll do a post, and we want to kind of host a sort of like a panel just with some of the gamers, just to kind of be able to talk about their channels, what they, what the gaming community is, the goals and all that other stuff. So let me know if that's something any of y'all are interested in. But I'll do a post at some point in the next week, and then we'll get something together. So, and we thought about even doing it like once a month, but we'll see what happens. So I don't know. We have lots of ideas. Barry, good to see you. So cool. Very good. So yeah, so I'm going to wrap things up. You saw the earrings. Again, behind the scenes at 12:30 Eastern. My channel, DeBossway's channel, Stealth Health India, and Joe at Sleep and Slim Down Journey will all be streaming. And just join one of our channels if you're able to. And we're going to have a fun time to celebrate. Valentine's Day is a fun day. If anything, enjoy it with some laughter with some friends. But with that, I'm going to love you and leave you, and have a good start to your Saturday. And I appreciate each of you for coming in, and those watching the replay. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Much love. Have a wonderful Saturday. Bye-bye.